Hi everyone, welcome to my channel codekarlebro, and today we are going to learn about what is loops, why we use loops, and how to use loops in the shell script. Okay, so first we need to understand that why we use loops, what is loops, right? Then we will learn that how to use loops in the shell script. So for example, you have to make a tea, right? So you will do it once, and after that it is okay and you are done. But if you have to make a tea for 100 or 200 people, right, then what you will do, right? In the programming language, you have to use loops so that this process can be automated. So you will write a program at once, and after that you will run 100 times to complete that task. Otherwise, if you will write a code to make a tea at 100 times, it will be a very lengthy process to do it. Similarly, for 500 or 1000 times, if you have to make a tea, right? So you have to use a loop to complete that task. That will automate your process. Similarly, for any other some repetitive task, then you will use a for loop, right? And in this way you can save a time, and that process will be very short process, and it will be very much understandable that how you use that loop and how to use loops at such kind of situations. So today we will learn that how to use loop in the shell script. So let's get started. In shell script we will learn about for loop and while loop. So let's start with for loop first. Okay, so create a shell script, loop.sh hashtag if you don't know about this, please watch my previous videos to know about it. Here also we have to use do done. Okay, now we will give the permission to run that script and run it. See, now it is printed. Okay, now let's check if we will not use do, what will happen. Okay, will it run it or not, right? Syntax error near expected token echo. So in the for loop, always in the shell script you have to use do and done, right? In the starting of the statement you have to use do, and in the end of the statement you have to use done to complete that loop. Similarly, in the while loop you have to do the same thing. Okay, so I think you have understood how to use for loop, right? But let's take some more example in this. For example, if I want to run only particular things here, not all the things, then how we will do it, right? It is because in loop it is not just you have to print all the things which are there, right? There are certain things where you have to repeat from all the statements, like the way I have printed 1 to 10. But if there is some condition that I do not want to print some number which I like 5, 7 or something like that, right? Then how you will do it? So for example, if you want to print a number which is divisible by 2 only, then how we will do it, right? From 1 to 10 you have to print only the number which is divisible by 2. Then how you will print it? So for that we have to use for loop, a for loop with if condition, right? So here I will do if, and we have to provide a logic here that uh, if any number which is given which is divisible by 2, right? So this is, we have to use the modulus operator to get the exact that list which will be divisible by 2. Okay, so we have to use this modulus operator, which will do what? It will like when your for loop will run. Okay, when your for loop will run, it will just, I have to print it right like this, and to end the if statement we have to use fi, and to end the for loop statement we have to do done, right? We are done. We now what we have done, if there are number which is given from 1 to 10, so a for loop is running uh, like serial by from 1 2 3 4 to 10. So in each conditional statement we are saying that we want a number which is divisible by 2. So that is the logic in the if condition we have put, and if that logic is passed, means that if condition is true, then echo $a. $a means whatever the number which is passed in that if condition, that's what we are printing here. Okay, so let's run this program and see if it is working. Right, so we have number from 1 2 3 4 to 10. Now all these 2 4 6 8 10 are divisible by 2. That's why it is printed here. So I think you guys have understood what is for loop and how to use for loop, right? And when to use for loop, all these things, and how to use conditional statement in the for loops. So practice it and learn it, and let me know in the comment that you have understood some things and you are also practicing it, right? These are very important topics which will be useful wherever you go, wherever you are going to do some automation work and all those things. So try to learn it and share it with other people. Okay, so after that we will talk about while loop. Okay, to see, we have finally printed the that statement where we have to print like 10 times particular statement, right? So this is how you will use a while loop in the shell script. Okay, now we will see how to use infinite loop in the shell script, because sometimes you have to run a particular program infinitely, right? Infinitely you have to run to do some process. You do not want that to be interrupted anytime, so you will use while loop in your shell script to do that. So how we will do that, that we are going to learn. So we will just change particular thing here, right? Here we will do just while true, right? After that nothing. Now I will just, if I want to run this particular statement, it will print all the time, please subscribe to my channel, right? Until unless I will interrupt that program. So it will run it all the time. I will just remove all the variable and we'll just use this bin. Okay, I think the true one is small one, right? I think that's why it is throwing the error. See, small one, small true statement we have to use, and it will print infinitely. It will not stop until unless you will stop it. So that's how we can use infinite for loop, infinite while loop in the shell script to do particular task. Okay, so I hope you have understood while loop and for loop in the shell script, and basically what is loop and where to use loop in the programming language. Thank you for watching this video.